And we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to an impromptu ATW.
The hard work done by J-Hebert, and of course I am with the Archangel. Because
Wait. Okay, hold on.
Eric.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you try that one more time because, as I fucking suspected, this thing went complete fucking nonsense. Now we're at 30 FPS.
Dude, Discord, I'm telling you, man, it's just not worth it.
It ain't Discord. I'm telling you, it ain't Discord. It's
the internet, your phone,
internet, your crappy internet. Is it your internet crapping on you?
No, it's just being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's OBS being a dick. But I think I got it to work now, so we're gonna just make sure I'm live.
You're lucky I'm not one of those actors that get pissed off at you.
Check out the refresh thing and see if it's on live. I can't tell. Excellent connection, it says.
I see it. We're still live.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, let's try that one more time. Go ahead, Noah.
Monty, what the hell am I working with here?
Go ahead, Noah.
Let's just sit together. Anyway,
hey, I tried.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, sorry about that, folks. I'm not doing that whole spiel again. Again, it's an impromptu ATW view trying to go live, courtesy of the wild mind of this guy below me, J-Hebert. With that being said, while he's here, if his frame rate's working, James, I appreciate your effort, but also, how are you after our wrestling euphoria from last night?
Oh man, I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm still reeling from it. What a fucking night of wrestling, man. Like that night fucking ruled. Ring of Honor is alive and well, and I could not be happier. So, awesome.
Alright, damn good stuff. He is the guy, the better of all things news. He brings you down to reality, and then he brings the chaos out of it, too. My extreme pleasure is always to be with my great friend, Eric Brown. Eric, how are you? I'm sure you have a ton of stuff on your mind, too.
Ski-Wo! Go ahead.
And let's start this off with everything that everyone loves to talk about in pro wrestling, our opinion of Nick Khan.
Oh, why? Why you gotta start it off this early, man? Why?
The ATW view has no structure. We can go from this into Supercard, into Impact, into New Japan, because there has been so much stuff going on in all things wrestling, considering it's the biggest professional wrestling weekend of the year, as everything comes under Dallas, Texas. Case in point. That being said, sure. Eric, go ahead. Kick us off with our opening thoughts and topic. What you got to say about Nick Khan?
So Nick Khan decided to go on a podcast called The Town.
Yep.
And he decided to say, as part of the we need to propagandize our BS, that WWE is a metrocracy.
A what? A what? What?
I'm pretty sure I'm butchering the name pronunciation. Meritocracy.
What the hell does that mean? And why?
Well, this is where the BS propaganda comes in. A government or the holding power by people selected on the basis of their ability.
Right.
Or a society governed by metrocracy, where basically the ruling or influential class of educated or skilled people. So basically they're saying that everyone in WWE is built up over their merits.
I'm sorry. And did I hear that correct? You mean to tell me that this company is built off merits by a guy who's the most immoral fuck of them all?
Well, this is what he said. Number one, James, stop me if it comes off more BS-like.
Okay, go ahead.
One, everyone is treated humanly.
Wait, hold on. That is bullshit, but hold on. Say that again from the beginning. But let me do the Hulk Hogan thing. Number one! Alright, go.
Everyone is treated humanly.
Bullshit. Go ahead.
And everyone deserves to be treated that way.
Yeah, okay.
There are analogies with our company and other companies. Was Shaq treated better than any other player on the team other than Kobe? Of course. That's the way it is. Will Smith wasn't grabbed or escorted out of the room after slapping Chris Rock. Part of it was people didn't know what to do because
I can't believe he used the Chris Rock example.
Oh, he also said he confirmed your statement from when our last talk. But part of it is because he's Will Smith. Tough for security to grab it and throw him out the building. It's the same way with us. It's a metrocracy. If you're at the top of the card, maybe you have a bigger dressing room than the person at the bottom of the card. But everyone has the same opportunity to earn their way there. And if you believe that, I have a bunch of bridges I want to sell to you.
So in other words, he's saying, hey, if you want to commit a crime, go ahead and commit a crime. As long as you're a big star, nobody cares. That's exactly what he just fucking confirmed. Like, nice one, you dumb fuck. Nice one. This is why Tony Khan's the better Khan, and the smarter Khan. Jesus Christ. It's bureaucracy. If you're a big guy, you're privileged, essentially, is what he's saying. You're privileged. Cool. Dumb shit.
He then also said in that same podcast about how it's more difficult to create stars in 2022.
Huh?
He also said, in order to contradict everything he just said previously, is that he also says it's definitely more difficult to create stars in 2022. That's why we have Logan Paul.
Me now to bring in some positive interference, but also maybe get your guys' thoughts on our NXT, as Tommaso Ciampa just came out to the biggest pop I've heard so far, and also came out doing the Triple H entrance.
Oh, what the fuck? Hold on.
This is Last Stand.
All right,
this is his moment.
Hold on.
Ciampa is now on NXT for the last time.
All right.
With that being said, let's forget about what Ciampa gave to us for the last glorious time of our Black and Gold NXT. Eric, what is one of your most memorable moments?
Wait, guys, hold on.
James is saying something.
We're in the red again. Well, it says we're in the red again. I don't know. We might still be live. Did somebody check if any of that went through? Because now I don't know.
This is why I do pre-recording, James.
Yeah,
It says here that hold on. It says we're still live.
Okay. Did any of what Noah said work and go through? Like, as long as it went through, I don't give a fuck if it's in the red or not. But I don't want to be. Okay, I just don't want to be disconnected. That's all. Yeah, that's all I'm
you say we're
begging
disconnected, I'm walking out this room and disconnecting from this because I do have a breaking point, my friend.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I might feel like you're an actor.
Yeah.
Well, again, I do have a breaking point.
As long, Eric, as long as everything looks like it's going through and we can be heard. In fact, you know what? We have a moderator in the stream. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Hey, King, Martin, if you could see our stream, let me know in the fucking chat. If it sounds like we're lagging, you need to let me know, because you're literally my only source, and I'm gonna just try to ignore this fucking red thing on my screen at this point. So
yeah,
let me know.
Someone named King Papa Bear says you're still live.
Okay, that's great to know. I am very glad. Okay, cool. So, as we were,
about to say strike two, James.
Yeah, we're good.
Don't
we're good.
Push
we're good.
me.
We're good. We're good.
Now, as I was saying, Ciampa, NXT. He says that this is his last moment, and it truly is. This is his last stand. I gotta say, he has given so much to us in raising the identity of this brand. From the dissension in DIY to claiming Goldie as his own, to coming back from we thought he could be paralyzed, to once again become an NXT champion. He literally has been the locker room leader, the standard bearer of Triple H.
He was immediately deposed because Vince McMahon took control.
Yes.
Yeah, but let's think about the good times, and let's think about what he gave us. So, again, you think about his matches, his feuds, his moments too. Eric, what is one of your most memorable moments of Ciampa in NXT?
No music, Ciampa.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
Genuine heel, heat, no atmosphere needed, just an audience of pure hatred in their reaction, bringing him forward. And he literally just breathed it in and took it in. That is the personification of a heel in the wrestling business.
Yeah, that's pro wrestling, baby. 100%.
I can't remember the last time a heel, not just a one-off, not just a moment. It was a movement.
Yeah.
Everybody couldn't stand Tommaso Ciampa with what he did.
Yeah, so, it was great.
Yeah, I mean, again, the matches, my gosh. immortal feud of NXT of all time. It's got to be him versus Johnny Gargano. The ascension of DIY, and then the one time they came together, our worlds collide. DIY forever will be the tag team for me of Triple H's, our NXT.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I mean, that whole feud really is just tremendous, man. Like, it's some of the best, and honestly, it's some of the best pro wrestling that you will see in North America and Asia. And I think that really set the tone for what AEW would later become, what Ring of Honor is currently now. Gargano and Ciampa, man, really took it up a notch, like with their feud, 100%.
I will always say, though, it really should have ended inside Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, man, we were so robbed in New York. We got a great match out of it between him and Gargano and Cole, but man, we were fucking robbed. Twice, in fact, we were robbed. Because the final match took place in an empty arena ultimately. So, yeah,
Well,
yeah, we were actually robbed of that a year in advance because originally they were going to end it 1 year prior, but then something happened.
yeah, true.
The world went to shit.
Yeah.
No, not that.
What?
Vince called and said, "Hey, Ciampa, I know your neck is hurt and Triple H promised to lower your schedule, but I need you to come to Raw and SmackDown because I need to bury you, Gargano, Balor, and other people because
Yeah.
That's a fair call. I can't deny that. That's a fair call.
Yeah. Yep.
So, James, besides that immortal booze movement in NXT, as Eric took, what moment can you think of that was one of your most memorable of Ciampa's career?
Man, most memorable, honestly, probably would be, I don't know. Like, it's always him and Gargano. I honestly would have to say any of the DIY tag matches with FTR, 100%. Those matches fucking ruled, man. Those matches ruled. If you want to talk about any promo that he cut, I remember distinctly when he turned heel in the promo he cut when he was injured, and how different it was. It wasn't just, oh, hey, I turned on my friend, and there was layers to why people like, because Oney Lorcan, everybody, he thought he could be easily replaced with Oney Lorcan. Fuck you, I'm not replaceable. I love that, and the way he kind of went into it, and it's just fucking brilliant heel stuff, man, 100%.
Yeah, he's definitely would probably be the strongest heel, I would say, in NXT history, bar none. Cerebral, to say the least. How's that?
Hello, Triple H. How you do?
Well, again, let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit, because as one man faces his last moment, another man finally faced the music. Game over. The Triple H in-ring career of Hunter Hearst Helmsley is officially over. It's hard to believe after 25 plus years what this man has given to the industry in and out of the ring.
Yeah.
He's done with in-ring competition.
Yeah, it's really weird. I gotta tell you, it's not something I was ready for. I don't think he was definitely not ready for it. I remember meeting him as a kid, or not meeting him, but like I was on the Decade of SmackDown Celebration Live, and I remember when I was a kid, like I would he dabbed me up like a cool dude, and his hand, I swear, was fucking gigantic. Like he engulfed my entire hand. Like I'm talking my thumb and my entire wrist. He just engulfed it. That's how huge this dude was, like back then even. So like. Yeah, everything he's done for NXT. I feel like it was partly spite to Punk when you really when you think about it, because after what Punk said, he turned NXT into a super indie, and he turned it into what it is today, and really helped elevate the talent going forward. And I don't know if it was necessarily a spite to Punk. Maybe it was a spite to Vince. Who knows? But regardless of what it was, what he has done with NXT, what he did for a lot of the future, tremendous. And I don't think you could ever take that away from him. I know he said he's coming back. I don't think he's running NXT full-time anymore.
Actually, he's not coming back to run NXT.
So he's going to be training the guys, I guess. Which, honestly, if he stays in WWE, it's probably the better thing for him at this point. I think it's just less taxing. I mean, that's ultimately what it comes down to. I think, I don't care what you want to tell me. What Vince was doing to his boys and to his baby was stressing him out to the point where he had the cardiac event, plain and simple. You will not change my mind. Had it not been for...
It was a genetic heart problem.
Part of it, I'm not saying that wasn't part of it, but he was fine for a long time. If there was any point in his career that would have been, if there was any point in time where he would have had a cardiac event, it would have been in 2000. That dude was, let's not kid ourselves, roided to the gills. And he wasn't. It took all the way up until now. There's no way you can't convince me that was a huge part of what happened. They won't say that, because, they just won't. Of course they won't, because that puts Vince in a bad light. But I'm not fucking stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. That was stressing him out. So honestly, if he stays in the WWE, I think that's better. I think that's the best thing for him, honestly. Just train the talent and don't worry about the creative aspect of it, because all that's going to do is leave you with utter disappointment when Vince completely tears it down.
Well, according to him, he said he's going to continue working in his position as Executive Vice President of Global Talent Strategy and Development.
Yeah, in other words, a trainer.
He's going to do office work.
In other words, a trainer and an office guy. That's what he's going to be going for.
And I don't blame him on one bit. Like you said, the stress that he put on his body and his mind, the toll that his overall being has taken during his entire career, he absolutely deserves just to finally just take it easy. And maybe, again, this event right here was the thing that literally told him that you just have to do this, whether you want to or not. We saw the emotional breakdown during the ESPN interview. It's one of those things where you just have to accept this. It's easier said than done, but you have to move forward too. As he said, he appreciates all the support, but at the end of the day, like we all should, seize the day. He certainly has, and will continue as well too.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Eric.
I was gonna say, I think the biggest accomplishment Triple H can brag about was when AJ Styles said, "The biggest regret in my career was that I didn't debut in NXT when I came to WWE."
Wow. Yeah, that should tell you a lot. Here's another thing I want to bring up.
Please do.
Just because Triple H is in this role now, plans can and have with many people, especially that have been in the WWE, changed. Hi, King, by the way.
About damn time you joined us, brother.
I'll get to you in a minute, King, but I want to finish up my point, because this is a crucial point I want to make here with Triple H.
Please do.
By the way, King, if you can, mute your thing if you can, because I can hear it in the background. I don't want to get copyrighted.
We're off and running, folks. This is going to be a party. It's WrestleMania Saturday. Expect this to be most attendance in the show itself. And we're starting off with a positive, humbling note. But it's going to break down soon enough, too.
Yeah,
anyway,
sure
continue.
It is.
I got 2 words for you. Anyway, continue, James.
Aha! There you go. With Triple H, I don't think he's going to stay in the WWE forever. I'm still not convinced of that. There is every chance that he could leave the WWE and go to Tony Khan's. I'm just going to call it what it is, because I can't say AEW or Ring of Honor. Just TK Promotions. That's what I'm going to call it. It's going to be TK Promotions. There's a very good chance.
I would say Tony Khan's multiverse of, promotions, but...
Yeah, exactly. Solely because of the fact of what his wife just recently did. For those who don't know, and even though this doesn't relate to wrestling, she just became the chief financial officer of FaZe Clan. So, yeah.
Yeah, Noah, yeah.
That's legit. So, I don't think she's staying in WWE for too much longer, guys. If Stephanie goes, I'm telling you right now, people, if Stephanie goes, Hunter goes. It may not be tomorrow, it may not be next year, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Stephanie did this. I don't know if this was spur of the moment or this was planned for a while, but considering it happened about a week or so after Vince McMahon said, I honestly expected more from my children running my company.
Yeah, after, by the way, she just locked down a fucking 5-year deal with 2K Games, by the way.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Like, how little do you think about your own fucking kin?
Well, I mean,
Are
you
you
heard what
kidding
he said
me?
on Pat McAfee's podcast. I mean, that should tell you right there, James. You are an avid listener, of course, of that. And you literally talked about it. So, I mean, again.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. Like, everybody's like, oh, he's great. No, he's a fucking disgusting piece of shit who treats his family like they're pieces of shit. That's what I got out of that. Like, he treats everybody like they're a fucking dollar sign. He doesn't think they're human.
All about the business. You heard it. He's all about business, branding, selling. He is literally a businessman.
And yeah, you say that. And you know what the funniest thing about that is? I leave you with this. Even though they may not be getting over the fucking millions of viewers that WWE were getting in the Rock and Wrestling Connection era, guess what? Tony Khan's making more profit than you did in the fucking 80s. Let that sink in, dumb shit. But they're not competition, right? Right?
Well, actually, WWE sort of admitted they were competition.
Because they had to just to try and find a way to get out of that lawsuit with AEW or MLW. Excuse me.
MLW.
Yeah. So.
Also, we have an unprecedented event going on with WrestleMania Night 1 and 2.
Unprecedented. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this was from March 30th from Wrestle Tickets. Okay, so I'm not going to dismiss and say that selling 58 to 57K tickets for the two shows. Okay, yeah. I'm not saying that's not impressive. I'm not dismissing that. But you want to know the kick with this?
Go ahead.
Neither night completely sold out.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. Have you seen Night 1? Have you seen Night 1?
Well, okay. Since we're talking about it, let's go ahead and segue real quick, if you want to, into WrestleMania. But before we do that, King, first off, welcome to the forum. Good to see you as always, brother. Wouldn't do this without you. And I'd love to get your thoughts regarding what we talked about so far when it comes to the legacy of Ciampa, NXT. Maybe your favorite moment and your thoughts on Triple H. Game over.
As I just now got done watching, as I'm watching TakeOver Stand and Deliver right now. As I'm seeing Triple H right behind Ciampa right now as we speak.
Okay.
Man,
That's the moment.
That's how you know this is Ciampa's fight. This was his swan song. Like, when you want to talk about the heart and the soul of NXT, I can think of a few people that come to mind. But the one I'm seeing right now on the TV screen I'm watching, Ciampa is one of the main heart and souls of NXT. When you think of his wrestling style, when you think of his persona, when he turned heel and TakeOver Chicago or Johnny Gargano in that year, that TakeOver, I was like, oh, we're getting some. We're going to get Ciampa and Gargano. This is going to be basically Triple H and Shawn Michaels all over again, but in NXT, and it was exactly that. That rivalry in NXT, I don't think will be touched because it was exactly like Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Except Hell in a Cell ending. I still wish they did that.
Yeah,
I know.
20 minutes. I was waiting for that too. But again, Triple H, Ciampa, game over. But thank you.
You guys keep talking. Here you go.
Thank you, Ciampa. Thank you for giving us the best years underneath the Triple H Black and Gold era. Not this NXT Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards crap. The real NXT. The NXT that gave us professional wrestling fans an alternative that don't want to watch the main roster, that just strictly wants to watch NXT and the takeovers.
Man. Well, I have my moment of the day, that's for sure. Nothing else is going to touch that. Oh, Lordy. All right. Well, like I said, this is always an emotional roller coaster. We go up and down and all around, and I'm sure we're going to break down even more, too. But let's go ahead and get a little bit more ranchy, fun, and maybe roast some stuff, too. Eric, you were bringing up about the stupendous WrestleMania Night 1 card and so far how it's not sold out. I'd love to get your thoughts so far on how you broke down this card too, and then you could toss it to whoever you want regarding anything tonight as well.
Well, for one, like I said, night 1 and night 2 have not sold out. Neither night has sold out last I heard, which when I heard that, I was like, that's kind of a problem here. You're good. It's just, I know, I'm not saying like selling 57 to 58K tickets for each night is not impressive. It's just, you keep bragging for years that WrestleMania is the dominant show, that will always sell out, how it will always break record revenue and attendance, only to reveal, nope, you didn't sell out either night. I was expecting at least one of the nights to sell out.
I guarantee you that it's a lot of empty seats too, like a ton this year.
Well, from what I heard, apparently they have a total of about nearly let me see, a little over 10,000 tickets not sold for both nights combined.
I mean, that's better than nothing. I mean, it is in AT&T Stadium. The fact, I think that's they beat the number they did when they last ran AT&T Stadium, so that's not bad.
1,000.
I was there live for that part of that WrestleMania weekend. I was there.
Yeah, you were.
I feel bad for you. Sorry.
Hey, I'm about to say TakeOver was my night. I mean, obviously, with Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura and Balor coming up with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Demon type. Yeah, that was my TakeOver. That was my WrestleMania weekend.
I figured.
By the way, King Papa Bear in the chat just said Tommaso Ciampa is the best guy NXT has. Let me correct you on that phrase there, Martin. Had
now.
Yeah, had. He's gone. So.
I don't want to accept it, but yes, you guys are right.
Honestly, I do. Bring him and Gargano to Ring of Honor / AEW. Bring him to TK Promotions.
This dude.
Bro, you telling me you don't want to see FTR and DIY go at it one more time?
I mean, I'm not going to deny that I don't want to see that, all right?
Come on now.
You're trying to... Look, I know what you're trying to do, Master Manipulator, all right? But
anyway,
I get what you're saying, all right?
Anyway,
Speaking of Supercard Honor, I got to point this out. I was going to say it previously, but then I thought, man, I would like to see Noah's reaction when I tell him on the stream.
Go ahead.
About what?
So, remember how Minoru Suzuki won the Ring of Honor World Television title?
Yeah.
So I went ahead and did some research. So unless you want to count the King of Pro Wrestling thing that was run by Yano, so I'm pretty sure you don't. You want to know the last time Minoru Suzuki won a title before that?
There's no way.
The Neverweight Championship in Japan. I think it was his first title win here in America.
You want to know the last time he won the title? That was 2 years ago.
Wow.
You haven't given him a title in 2 years until this point.
And he's still been over. That dude, hold on a second. No, we gotta give a fucking clap here from the Minoru Suzuki, the king of pro wrestling here. Because that just shows the level. That just shows the level of how over you are when you don't even need a championship to remain as over as you are. That's incredibly impressive.
2,000 plus matches, over 30 plus years in the game. Again, Minoru Suzuki is timeless, and now he owns the Ring of Honor Television Championship, Castle NRA.
Man, I love what Ring of Honor is doing. By the way, because man, it's Tony Khan like. I now have the big key here to the Forbidden Door in Ring of Honor. It's like, hey, you want to come in? I'll pay you a lot of money. Come on in. I'll pay you a lot of money for one appearance.
Well, and like he said, he had to wait the television deal too. Go ahead, King. Speak your thoughts.
I'm about to say, and his booking is like he competed with himself. It was like, oh, yo, we got WrestleMania weekend coming up. I was like, you know what? Fuck WrestleMania. I will show you how it's all about this WrestleMania weekend. And it wasn't even underneath the AEW umbrella.
Bro.
He said he wanted to make sure that this show was not AEW-like. He wanted to keep it true to the roots of Ring of Honor, and he did.
Yeah, 100%. And, by the way, did he? Holy... Man, I'm not even kidding you. I'm out here saying AEW Full Gear and Revolution was topped by this damn card from top to bottom, man.
I gotta agree. At this point, the Supercard of Honor is the greatest show produced by Tony Khan.
Yeah, it's really, really amazing. Like, he's got...
and I watched part of that scrum too, the media scrum too. I watched the little bits and parts of it. We might have a Ring of Honor pay-per-view to follow up an AEW pay-per-view in May.
I'm ready. I'm ready. My body's ready. Let's go.
Are you sure, James? You almost lost your voice last night.
Yeah, I'm surprised I actually have a voice to do this.
Also, guys, I gotta say this. Oh, Tony!
Ow! Ow! Samoa freaking Joe.
Bro, when I heard those trumpets... So keep... I want to tell this little story, right? So Noah saw Samoa Joe before I did. But the minute he started screaming, I started screaming at the exact same time, and I'll tell you why. The minute I started deciphering the trumpets, I'm like, oh, fuck, it's Joe! It's Joe!
Ring of Honor.
Oh, my God, bro.
Ring of Honor World Champion.
Oh, my Lord. Joe, man.
Mikey Ruckus, who did his music, too. Big shout out to Mikey Ruckus.
Mikey Ruckus brought up, he's produced bangers. And whoever the Ring of Honor guy did, because I know they kept some of the themes, too, like, shout out to him, because some of the themes they actually kept were fucking great.
Yeah, no kidding. Like Tony Storm. Let's go ahead and get King's happy moment here.
Hey. Tony Storm.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Yes, Tony Storm is also now All Elite, as we learned this past Wednesday, taking on the Bunny. Yay, Allie. In a great match. I wouldn't mind seeing those two clash again as we got the Owen underway, and we're getting Stardom-type vibes from the women's side so far. As J-Hebert, I'm kind of mad at Sky Blue, though, she had to beat. But a game ever by Sky Blue is also in this, too. So far, I think the Owen is coming along greatly for the women. I can't see who else joins, too.
Owen, now that they have Ring of Honor, is going to be ridiculous, bro. Diana Perazzo could be a part of this, guys. Can we not understate that?
They have her show up eventually. Like,
yeah, like, dude, this is great! It's so cool!
I can't pick a winner. I can't decide or figure out a winner for the Owen. Honestly, Maria Shafir, I think, has another name we shouldn't count out, and she's challenging Jay for the TBS championship.
She's winning. She's being winning.
Tokyo Joshi and DDT Pro win this thing too.
That's right, because DDT Pro is also in a partnership now with AEW, which means you might see Mikey Ito in this thing, King.
Oh, no.
Mikey Ito.
King's gonna lose his damn mind.
Wait. I know how to bring him back to reality.
Please don't. Go ahead.
King. You must have the ultimate test soon, maybe. Maki Ito versus Tony Storm.
Who do you pick?
That was coming. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. But at the end of the day, I gotta go with Tony Storm.
So now we know who King's most favorite is.
I know. Speaking of very attractive ladies, I gotta do something. Shout out to Jade Cargill. You are now my favorite wrestler in AEW. I love me the baddie section. I love it. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. I do have a dark pleasure in Black Peach Momo Watanabe, who's always been one of my favorites from Stardom. I want to see her go far in the Cinderella tournament for professional wrestling.
That's fair.
And that crazy look when she kicked Tatsume in the face with that loaded knee.
God damn, Noah! Holy shit! All right. Oh my!
That's her face. That's the face she makes. Go look at the YouTube short.
Noah! I believe you. I believe you.
We believe you, brother.
I did crazy chicks.
We know.
We know.
I got Momo Watanabe. I got Ali. AJ Lee was always one of my first. I'm not gonna lie. But again, shout out to Nerds for Life.
Yeah, fair.
In all seriousness, guys, it's just been an incredible time, especially in women's professional wrestling, when you think about everything else that is going on, and then you look at the technical side and the violence side. I mean, Maria Shafir, like we said, involved on Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 8. Now, I don't know if anyone watched anything regarding Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, but Biv, probably if I screw up his name, but Bizquick and John Moxley was match of the night. That show, they bloody killed each other.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
For real.
They killed each other, bro. Holy shit.
God Almighty!
That's our match recommendation of the week, folks. If y'all want to go out and watch Biff Music and John Moxley,
That's the show from GCW. But let's go ahead and get your thoughts regarding everything else you've seen, because again, in All Things Wrestling, it's the wrestling weekend of the year. What else have y'all actually watched or seen?
I couldn't really see anything because I've been sick.
Yeah, poor Eric,
you gonna go back and look at anything, or was there anything you were looking forward to, Eric?
Well, I was hoping to watch Supercard of Honor, but I got.
I will tell you right now, Eric, and you know what? We'll just segue to that talk real quick. If you get a chance,
we gotta break down this card.
Dude, you owe it to yourself to watch this card. I swear, I was traveling back in time 10 years with a whole new roster. I swear to God, that's what I was doing.
You will not be disappointed, neither.
That's a hell of an analysis, and I actually do agree.
Before we go to Supercard of Honor, okay, you want to know how we started this off? I told Noah and James about what Nick Khan said in an interview recently, and James lost his mind.
Well, okay. You know what?
The key word that we don't know is being said right either.
I have idea just to save time because I do want to talk about Supercard of Honor. Type it to King live on chat.
I don't know how to do that right.
Type to him in DM.
Also, guess what they pulled? And when I heard this, I was like, wait.
Go ahead.
You're just now deciding to reverse the decision, even though you could have just done this before?
Go ahead.
And that would be...
Nick Khan, the dictator of WWE, who looks like he's going to be the new heir of it since Triple H has been disowned.
Yes.
Big time.
According to Fightful Select, Nick Khan announced to the talent meeting that wrestlers will now make additional money from third-party platforms.
Oh, you don't fucking say it! I ain't talking on enough. You fucking dope.
James just went Irish.
Bro.
So did.
What a fucking dope.
Here's the thing. They were all happy about it, and I was like, no, you shouldn't have been happy about this. This should have been obvious from, like, right when this all
started. And you know what? And here's the kicker. He's only doing it so that way nobody else goes to AEW. And Ring of Honor. Well, that's the only fucking reason.
Let's put this in perspective. You got Twitch, you got OnlyFans, you got individual projects that you can do. I mean...
They lost Adam Cole over Twitch.
Yeah! Amen!
Not only Adam Cole, but Miro. Miro's another one.
Miro
was injured.
Because they hate him.
They will never, ever get Britt Baker. Who else?
Nope.
Penelope Ford, Kip Sabian.
Here's one for you, King, and I'm sure you have about this. Paige Van Zandt.
Paige Van Zandt for OnlyFans.
Will never get her.
Yeah.
Leave
Who else?
Anthony alone.
They're gonna lose AJ. I'm still convinced at some point they will lose AJ.
Sorry. He activated his player option.
Yeah, he's a player option, so sign a new contract.
I mean, in fairness, I'm not surprised either way because they at least they've been using AJ, right? But anyway, that's
considering how long he's been in the game, and again, he's doing this provider.
Ooh, DPW, yeah. We'll talk about that, King, for sure.
For sure. WWE has the ultimate counterattack to defeat AEW and Ring of Honor.
What would that be?
Okay, we have a new faction. We're going to start a new faction of Omnipotence led by Edge, and we're probably going to include Damian Priest.
Yeah, that's right. We're recreating the Edge heads, paused with Damian Priest at WrestleMania.
I'm not against that, actually. I'm not against that. That sounds cool, but then WWE, it is WWE, they're going to fuck it up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm mixed. I'm 50-50.
It could be good.
Possibly. I mean, he's got the demeanor, and with Edge influence, he definitely can go further. I could see it to a degree.
I want to talk about the biggest thing going into WrestleMania Night 1, which is actually surprising. Why did they build Seth Rollins around the idea of Cody signing if he's not going to show up or yet? Well,
okay. For now, that will be the last thing we talk about. Obviously, we'll talk about it here, but I do want to get to Supercard of Honor. But yes, let's talk about the Cody thing because yes, I agree with you. Fuck. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? If I was lied to by the company that he was going to be coming into Mania. He might be signed. I'll give you that point, but there's no way he's showing up at Mania. I'm not convinced.
You want to?
And now reports, now the reports, Eric, to your point that Cody could pull out of Mania. Apparently, it's not even set in ink yet, so he can pull out anytime he wanted.
Yeah, so this leads to a question I have. If Cody could back out of WrestleMania, I'm just going to ask this very important question. Please tell me you had a backup plan for Seth Rollins, or are you just going to piss him off?
Well, it's Shane McMahon.
Say it's Shane McMahon, it sounds like to me.
That's what it looks like.
Also, Bray Wyatt's teasing something.
Oh, give me a break.
And also, Taker just teased the Hall of Fame at the Hall of Fame last night. I just got through watching. Never say never. It could be a quick match with Seth Rollins with Taker.
He had a perfect finale with AJ Styles. I don't think we should ruin it.
Please stop ruining fucking Legend's retirement. That was the best. Like, the best would have been him versus Triple H or him versus Brock, and I'm not talking about at WrestleMania. I'm talking about I think it was Hell in a Cell that year.
Yeah.
That was, but the Boneyard is the best retirement match I've seen for a wrestler because it's every gimmick personified by Taker rolled up into one. You're not going to get anything better than that. Don't fucking ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Don't worry. I'm sure Undertaker will ruin something else by saying something dumb in an interview.
But if we know WWE, they're going to try and ruin it, but everybody going to be disappointed. So, we had Cody. I'm like, you're the one who hyped up Cody. Just basically live your own fault and just basically deal with it.
Not even the fact the fans hyped it up. It's the fact that WWE kept making all the references, mentioning the Cody stuff, smoke and mirrors and everything. And I'm like, this sounds like the inverted version of CM Punk's return, where they made references, but they delivered on it. Now there's a chance they can't deliver on it.
So, and this is where I segue into this little quote. James, do you know who Stephen A. Smith is?
No, do I ever?
So, basically, for those that don't know, that would be a yes.
Yep. So I watch ESPN First Take. I watch Stephen A. Smith, and he always talk about the Cowboys with the Dallas Cowboys with this little quote here. Just be patient. They will not let you down. They're an accident waiting to happen. That's exactly what this is with WWE.
Yeah, that's the one quote.
You want to know what I'm also thinking?
Go ahead.
Brian Cage basically told everybody, let it play out. There's a plan in place for me to return to TV. Wait, you got a call from Tully Blanchard? Okay, let's do it.
Again, Tully Blanchard, he was involved also on Supercard of Honor. They had the 0 hour and rebuilt a new enterprise.
Kyle Cohen, Tiana Loa, and Brian Cage?
Holy.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, bro.
What a trio of monsters.
I love it. Let's go, baby.
Tully was like, you know what? Fuck FTR. I'm going to upgrade them. I got monsters.
I mean, this is one of the legendary 4 horsemen. We're the 4 horsemen of ATW at this point, guys. I mean, again, put it up. Again, at this point, Tully Blanchard, he could do anything with anybody. He's unstoppable.
You know what I'm gonna say about Tully Blanchard? If AEW could convince Warner Media, they're gonna probably have him team up with the Briscoes against Bret Hart and the FTR group.
Yeah, right.
I could see it. I could totally see it. Well, I'll be damned. MSK won the NXT Tag Team Championships.
I'll be damned. Full-time NXT Tag Team Champions.
I did not call that. I thought my Creed brothers were going to get 100%, and what a hell of an effort by them.
Real quick, yeah, we were all wrong on that pick. Jeez.
Damn it.
Anyway, let's talk about the tag team match of the fucking century. The Briscoes and FTR.
That is the greatest tag team wrestling match I have ever seen. I thought I could not see someone surpass at AEW Revolution with the Young Bucks and Heyman Page and Kenny Omega. FTR and the Briscoes fucking
We even had a holy shit chant before the match even got started.
Yeah, hey, you wonder the last time we got that kind of moment?
NXT TakeOver.
No, not that.
Well, I mean...
Well, for me at least, you want to know the last time I felt like we got that kind of hype before the match even started?
What?
Let's go Wyatt! Let's go Shield! Let's go Wyatt!
Yeah! Oh, yeah! Wow, what a callback. That's years ago now. Think about that.
Yeah, that was an absolute insane match too.
Yeah, man. And what a match between these two teams, man. Like it was the very best teams in the world, man. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was the best teams in the world. I got the opportunity to call that live with Noah. I will never forget that match for as long as I live, man. That was fucking magic.
I'm just going to say this right now. Jeff Meacham, thank you so much for allowing me to live out my fantasy of being a wrestling commentator with a great friend, J-Hebert. That is the greatest thing I ever got to call live as part of just fun, and it almost felt like I was truly there. I embraced what I saw, that whole show, but that match in particular, I could not be happy to be a professional wrestling fan.
And to add to your point as well, Noah, like it helps me get my commentating chops ready for WEYW as well. But like even beyond that, like just RVD Tito for Life was in the building that night. Doug from Live Rounds, who is co-host with Steven Jensen, he was in the arena and he literally said on Twitter, the energy in that arena was palpable. I wish I could bottle that crowd energy. And
you can't recreate that.
You can't, man.
That was genuine, organic, truly passionate, professional wrestling fan engagement.
What
that will
Tony
never be
Khan
had people go ahead and scream out, F WrestleMania!
I love that!
I loved it. I popped myself for that. I was like, holy shit, we got fuck WrestleMania.
This is professional wrestling, not sports entertainment.
Yeah, man. That was
God,
good.
I love it.
Yeah, dude, you know what?
You want to know the last time I heard that kind of chant?
Oh, it was ages ago. I think it was an NXT, wasn't it?
It was NXT.
Here's the thing. Two things. One, this was at an NXT house show, I heard, where they were saying this.
Well, that's because NXT was a truly
and you want to know what said? You want to know what someone pointed out at the house show?
What did they point out?
They could see in the back. They could see what's going on behind the stage, and they saw Vince McMahon. And they said they saw him when the chants were saying "better than Mania, better than Raw, better than SmackDown." He started pacing around and adjusting his tie, like, "I'm going to go out there and I'm going to blow a gasket and kill these people."
Yeah, and then
you're kidding me. That actually happened? That's not even a fucking...
Someone claimed that. Someone claimed they saw Vince pace backstage, going ahead, adjusting his tie like he was about to blow a gasket over the audacity that fans were liking something he didn't have a control over, even though he granted overtime.
Yeah, wow.
And please don't listen to the house show. And this set him off.
Yeah, wow. That's
extreme pettiness of that man, I'm just saying.
Dude, it's... You want your show to be better? Here's a fucking novel concept.
Oh, here we go. Hot take by J-Hebert. Get ready, folks.
Here's a novel concept, Vince. Here's a novel concept. Please your fucking people that are wrestling for you! It's that simple! Because when you do that, you get great results like Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor.
I mean, you're not wrong. I can't argue that.
God damn.
He's not wrong, is he?
Get off your fucking high horse, you deluded fuck.
Right there, bro.
Here's the thing, King. Nick Khan said that WWE is a metrocracy.
Now, for those that don't know what that word is, I would like you to refer to your Oxford Dictionary.
Ugh, fuck.
As Eric tries and break down the context of that word.
Yep, go ahead, Eric. Break it down for the people that don't know what that word means.
Meritocracy is basically a government or holding of power by people selected on the basis of their ability. So by that logic, Rusev should be WWE champion already, and Rusev Day should have been way more pushed than got.
But it wasn't.
But if you get yourself over in WWE without the OC Nile Fuck's permission, you're not going to get anywhere.
There you go. What else needs to be said?
Thank you, King. You said it better than I ever could.
Well, how many times have you said it, James, to be fair?
Yeah.
If I seem to recall this...
like a broken record.
I think I recall this. Someone casually mentioned on Twitter, I don't know what this was about, I can't recall what it was, But they mentioned how, man, this guy's going to get over. He has a lot of potential. Well, he's probably going to be champion later down the road. He's not going to be champion right now because Vince hates it when it got over organically. This year, someone said that, and I was like, and you're just okay with that? Like,
yeah, like, dude, I have to bring this up just to put in perspective of what we're dealing with, and then we'll go back to Supercard of Honor just because I want to kind of detox from that bullshit for a second. But
this is what we do: emotional roller coaster, the worst and the best. So go for it.
Yep.
I know none of us are a fan of Baron Corbin, but the fact that this motherfucker like slapped Baron Corbin, like fully abused him, like they confirmed that this fucking guy abused Baron Corbin, and he has to just excuse that away, bro. Like it honest to God, and when I heard that, I don't know who said that to me.
I told you that Vince McMahon slapped.
You did that, yeah. He smacked the back of his head. He denozoed him as hard as he could. Like, dude, I just have flashbacks of an abusive relationship I used to have with my ex. I'm not even shitting. Like, I'm not even saying that.
Man.
I'm not kidding. Like, that's why, like, it pisses me off. And by the way, I'm good now. Like, I'm putting it in perspective. Like, that's what that screams. I'm not saying, like, that to be a dick. Like, this is real. This is really happening. They have to excuse this bullshit all day, every day, and just kind of go through the motions. It sucks.
I think I told you another story where Vince McMahon threatened Michael Cole physical harm.
Yes!
And fired him on public television
on
because
public
he
TV.
He doesn't like.
This is the fucking. Listen, man. For those who want to go to the WWE, just know what the fuck you're getting into, man. Because this guy is not. If he's still around by that point, he's got a screw loose.
I mean, would you be surprised? Just saying.
It's scary, dude. It's honestly scary that he has control over this many people. It's just, to me, it screams unacceptable. But a lot of people just excuse it away.
And then you have the tribalists defending everything Vince does.
Yeah, like, which doesn't help matters.
He even made a shirt announcing that, yes, Vince is everything you said. He is the devil.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's very true.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I kept hearing the defense committee of the tribalist side saying, let's defend Vince on everything he does, and I was like, oh God, how far is this going to go? And then I found out how far this went.
Yep.
I think you answered your own question, just saying.
I saw it. Someone was calling out WWE about the Owen Hart death. We all know about that. Rest in peace, Owen. Mm-hmm. They called them out for WWE when the debate about whether or not AEW should sell the shirt of Owen Hart, even though it's going to his foundation. And someone pointed out he's not here anymore.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
I said, like, someone pointed out that why are we even having this debate when this is going to go to a foundation, and plus, if we go with the WWE logic, we can't do that because they will never because they're the reason he's not here.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way.
That's what some tribalists said. That even got on Cringe Wrestling Takes.
Yeah, go ahead.
They said, well, AEW, according to AEW's logic, they let a show continue when Matt Hardy busted his head on the concrete. And I was like,
that's not even like close.
That's false equivalence. Everyone in the Cringe Wrestling Take account was saying that's false equivalence, dude. Matt is still alive. Matt's all right now. And while we could all go ahead that Tony Khan was being moronic that day over how he handled it, Matt didn't die from that. Owen Hart was could have been prevented if they just didn't get lazy with money.
Yeah, you ain't wrong, man. I also want to put this in perspective before we finally move on from all the WWE chatter.
I'm down, James. We're almost there. You're all
Yeah,
right, bro.
right. Yeah, no, I'm getting there. By the way, do I sound less? Everybody in the chat, let me know if I sound less echoey because I realize I probably have my webcam mic on and not the.
No, you're good.
I know you. No,
Perfectly
I'm
fine.
talking
You're
about the
good.
chat. I'm talking about the chat because OBS.
I see.
OBS is a
okay.
bitch. Anyway.
It is a bit. I do agree. I used to mess with that. Anyway, let's finalize this WWE shit and get back to the real professional
Yeah,
wrestling. And that's
exactly.
Supercard of Honor and more.
I want to put this in perspective. Like, I lost my train of thought because I had 15 million things to do. I hate when that happens.
The Owen Hart and the Matt
Right?
Hardy
Yeah. Okay, so that's
There
not
you
even
go.
that's not even a comparison. Look, I said the same thing on Twitter about the Shad Gaspard thing. Like, there were AEW tribalists going after WWE for God knows why. Like, because they don't need to here. But even so, like, they were going after Shad, or they were going after the fact that people were going after Shad or whatever. And I straight up told them, like, hey, listen, it's not about. We could argue about the Warrior Award all day long, whatever. It's about celebrating a man who lost his life to save his son. That's what it was. And the same thing here. I don't care what wrestling company does it as long as you can honor Owen Hart's legacy. Martha Hart, it was her decision. She chose AEW. Okay? That's her decision. And
Great.
as long as I don't care what company does it, as long as you celebrate the legacy of Owen Hart, and Martha Hart's comfortable with it, and the Hart family can get back to mending fences, more than okay with me, man. Like, I think I just want to kind of end it off that, and then we'll move on to,
Other things that are actually pro wrestling that make us happy.
Yes! Speaking of which, another match on Supercard of Honor that we absolutely need to talk about. A sleeper hit, like I claimed it would be, for the Pure Championship. Josh Woods, Wheeler Yuta. Now he's the Pure Champion. What a great way to further the storyline for Yuta and the Blackpool Combat Club. Love that he won the
And he's
Pure
officially
title.
all elite.
Yep.
And he's officially all elite.
I had no idea this dude was working on Tier 0 for as long as he was. I thought he was
he's
signed.
always been doing that, bro.
That's
He's always been doing that.
amazing. What a way to build a star and keep kayfabe alive, man. That was fucking cool.
So to top it all off, they said he is all elite now.
Yeah, man.
And everybody's like,
Correct.
what?
He said he wanted to be a better pro wrestler, not a better best friend. He just etched his name into that realm on that night.
I love the idea because on Wednesday he fought Bryan Danielson tooth and nail, and William Regal was so impressed that he said that this kid has great experience far beyond his years.
Yep.
And then he goes and shows that like tenfold in a match that I don't know if he's ever been in before against Josh Woods. What a fucking standout. Like, honest to God, like, I don't know if it will get as much coverage, but man, Wheeler Yuta, man, for Rookie of the Year. Because, like, this dude is turning fucking heads. He really is turning heads.
I'll be damned. They actually made the women's championship white.
Sure did.
Wow. Okay.
I'll be damned.
Interesting. I don't know how it changes.
Yeah,
my heart goes
Wheeler
nuts for a
Yuta.
day.
When I heard about him and his match, I was like, okay. I was thinking and I thought this was going to be the case. William Regal was teasing he was going to show up at Supercard of Honor, and I was like, oh, this is going to relate to Wheeler Yuta since he's there, and they're going to finally address it. And like, is he in? Is he in?
We'll find out probably Wednesday. We also got to consider what is next in the legacy of Ring of Honor for all the champions, all the championships, and everybody non-signed, AEW, etc. When it comes to everybody who brought last night, think about it. All the Ring of Honor people that lost their championships or lost in that match, the indie people that lost in those matches, Zayn, Rhett Titus, Willow Nightingale, you got to consider what their future is going to be too. Josh Woods, for example. We have no idea what's next.
Yeah, I think they stay. I think they absolutely are going to stay. I doubt that Tony Khan wouldn't sign these guys.
Well, I know Josh Woods said on Dark that he wants to stay, so I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
But
Josh Woods is
stay.
going to stay, and I'd imagine if Josh Woods is staying, so are the rest of the foundation. It's looking great.
But But notice how almost everybody has lost their championship except for Gresham.
Yeah, and
You know,
how about that match between Gresham and Bandito?
Bandito?
And I wouldn't even
Oh
say.
my-
And keep in mind that was he didn't lose a championship, but he also gained one. He became the undisputed Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yeah.
Dude, but we don't know which belt they're going to use going forward. Is it going to
Now.
represent both? We don't know the future.
I hope
He's probably going to do what Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho
I
did.
fucking would celebrate the history of Ring of Honor with both championships. I'm down for it.
I mean, you know what? I'm not mad
That's
about
fair
that
game.
at all. But
That's
guys,
fair game.
I gotta talk about. We talk about moments. 60-second suspended vertical suplex.
Fuck
Bandito.
yeah, by Bandito, you
Bandito,
fucking
bro.
crazy, you
What in the
crazy
holy
maniac.
hell?
I've never seen anything like that in my life. Yes, and for those who did not watch Supercard of Honor, yes, we didn't stutter for 60 full-on seconds. For a full minute. Bandito held Jonathan Gresham, who, even though he's small, is built like a brick shithouse, for 60 fucking minutes. Or 60 minutes. Listen to me.
Seconds.
Seconds. No, that would be ridiculous. No, 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Man, 60 seconds doesn't sound nearly as impressive now. Fuck! I fucked it up! No!
You ruined it.
No, but
Anyway,
fuck, what an impressive feat of strength. Holy shit. I literally said on commentary, John Cena eats shit. I literally, I've never seen a feat of strength that crazy in my life. 60 seconds in a vertical.
Not since Claudio spun Bryan Danielson 100 times once on the Indies in a match would I ever think I would see such a crazy ass wrestling spot.
I want you to just remember this. I want you all to think this.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine Cesaro versus Bandito.
Oh, don't even get me started. Claudio and Bandito would be amazing.
And every
I was
fan on
surprised to see
Supercard
Chavo
was
Guerrero
amazing.
there. I thought he was still pissed.
No, Chavo and him are fine. Chavo's just...
Chavo's just, doing what he does because, it's a family legacy. Lie, cheat, and steal.
Which he tried to do and Bandito was having none of, by the way. I love
Because
that.
Bandito believes in
Bandito
honor.
wanted him out. Bandito wanted him out of there.
It was great, man. I love it, man. Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor ruled. Jay Lethal heel turn. You want to talk about moments?
This honorable act of the night and weekend and franchise.
But we don't
Man.
have nothing for Jay Lethal. We don't have nothing for, ever since Tony Khan signed him, they haven't done nothing much with, guess what? He's got you interested in Jay Lethal now.
I literally said, I've been saying for years, Impact and AEW collectively had been hoarding the talent, putting them under contract so that way they could bring him back to Ring of Honor on a later date. That's exactly what's fucking happening. Jay Lethal is back to being in Ring of Honor, and now he's a heel, and now he's gonna do big things in Ring of Honor. And I'm fucking here for it. Absolutely here for it.
Agree, especially with Sanjay Dutt in his corner.
Yeah, I love it, man. And Jay Lethal it was shocking too, man, because the way they did it was for those who hadn't seen the match, he was fighting Lee Moriarty in a fucking classic match. It was a classic. And so he was getting roll-up after roll-up after roll-up after roll-up. Like any pinning predicament you can have, and it was this close to being over, at least 3 of those roll-ups. Jay Lethal was so frustrated. The referee got knocked down, and then Jay Lethal just went for it. Right to the honors. And fucking...
That's a fair point.
Yeah, there you go.
And the way that the crowd was so invested in this match, the air sucked out of the building when that moment happened.
Yeah, man, and the crowd just, in a good way, died a death. They couldn't believe it. And he became the biggest heel in that building, man. I love it, I love it, I love it. The only one that may have gotten more heat than Jay Lethal might have been the Young Bucks. Honest to God.
Yeah. King, talk about that. Your boy's making a statement.
Man.
I was like, oh, okay. Why is everybody like? Why is the crowd popping so big? And then I noticed, I was like, oh shit, there's Mac, there's
Nick,
and then
super kick,
and then super kick party, and then BTH trigger, and I was like, holy shit.
They got such a massive pop, and then they turned a 180 as they started talking about shutting the place down. That was awesome.
That was brilliant, Albert. That was brilliant.
They said, we made our name in Ring of Honor. Then we left you guys. Then we went on to AEW, and then we come back to Ring of Honor because we bought you guys. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude, he got the biggest heel heat of the whole night, bro. That was awesome. That was awesome.
And that whole back to wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole thing was just to set up when we're getting part 2 in Boston on Wednesday night for not only the AAA champions, but also the Ring of Honor tag team.
It's in my hometown. I want to see it so bad live.
Ticket. Get a ticket.
I might.
Get a ticket, bro.
Guarantee you they got nosebleed seats left.
I wish. Oh.
But
yeah,
anyway, yeah, that match is going to go the distance. I guarantee you they're giving that match at least 45 minutes.
Yeah, this.
You have to put that. You have to put that as your opener. You have to.
Yeah, or the main event. I'm fine with
either. Gotta be main event,
in
my opinion, man. It's tag titles, double set tag titles. It's gotta be the main event.
I would for sure.
I'm fine. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And by the way,
figure out what we got coming this Wednesday. We got Adam Cole, baby, versus Christian Cage. We got the Hardys facing the Butcher and the Blade in a tables match, and more qualifiers for the Owen, starting the men's and more women's, and we have no idea what women is involved.
And by the way,
and also Samoa Joe's gonna show up.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's gonna cut a promo. Yeah.
That's your opener,
bro. But here's another thing. We got to put in perspective as well. Rampage is loaded for next week too. I think they've from the sounds of it as well. All Elite is gonna be crazy, especially with Ring of Honor now on Tony Khan's calendar.
Well, Tony Khan right now doesn't know what he's gonna do right now. For Ring of Honor, he's still figuring stuff out when it comes to touring, the booking, the airings.
Well, he did say in the medium scrum last night that he hopes that he wants to keep it underneath the Warner Media umbrella with AEW. Right. So he wants to keep it Warner Media.
Right.
That's what he's trying to go for.
I see either True TV or HBO gets Ring of Honor. I could see that 100%.
I agree.
HBO mainly because they're still working out that streaming deal with HBO Max. So it would make a lot of sense.
Here's the thing. I got an update on that.
Go ahead.
So one thing I heard was apparently that the Ring of Honor purchase agreement wasn't fully completed yet that week he made the announcement. And here's the thing. He had a backup plan that he was going to announce later now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
also, just for bragging purposes, I got featured by Fansided.
Hey!
I saw that. That's awesome. Congratulations.
You want to know what for? I got a tweet that went viral.
Go ahead.
I wrote this. Samoa Joe's walking around backstage and sees MJF. MJF backs away a bit, looking frightened. Samoa Joe looks at him, glaring, before walking off, laughing and saying, "Not too easy."
No, I could have seen that.
That is something I could literally see happening. That is something I could literally see happening.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Oh my
God. Imagine like Samoa Joe is like so tempted to make a reference to NXT, and then he's just like, "Nah, that's too easy."
Yeah, man. Real quick as well, we got to talk about. There's so much that happened on Supercard. One thing I do want to talk about is the main event briefly, because we talked about that spot.
Moment, but yeah, talk about, because how many times that was my what the F moment of the night too. I literally stood up on my chair that one pinpoint.
I said on commentary on the Jeff Meacham Network, Jonathan Gresham had everything, including a goddamn bus from Mexico hit him, and he's still kicked out. Like, that dude, they pulled a Gargano and Cole moment with this match, and it fucking ruled all kinds of ass. That was awesome.
Let's not forget about Zayn and Swerve.
Oh yeah, about to say.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, dude. Fuck. That was just a one-upsmanship, man. I have never seen as many innovative reversals that I've seen in an opening match.
Inverted Poison Rana, too?
What the hell?
Bro, I lost my fucking mind when Zayn pulled that off. I'm like, you crazy psychopath. Holy shit.
I was like, this shit about to be crazy. We're
Yo.
only in the first match.
I was like, it's about to go down from the mannerisms and the charisma being shown off, a game of one-upsmanship from a charisma standpoint, and then it all broke down.
Dude, I know he's a GCW guy. I know he's got a lot of comedy stuff about him, but man, I mean, dude, Alexander could be a fucking star if you train him a little bit more so he could be a little bit more safe, because there was some stuff about him that was, like, somewhat unsafe, but if you could train that out of him, sign the guy, man.
I like that. I like that Crunch Rack Supreme move he did on that.
The shooting star.
I thought he had him. I thought he had him at that.
Yeah, man, like, sign him. He is such a star. He's such a star. Like, he is a future fucking industry signee, like, for sure. I don't know. No matter where he goes.
And Swerve is continuing to prove to everybody why, not only in AEW, but in Ring of Honor, he's going to be a star.
Yeah, bro. I want to see these two team, bro. They fucking had a great chemistry in the ring. I'd love to see them as a team, bro.
You're talking about teams. You saw Swerve and Keith Lee. They are staying together as we had the Battle of the Hosses and AEW Rampage slightly segue into another thing in pro wrestling. And Keith Lee won, but it was Team Taz with the final statement standing tall in the end.
Yeah, I still gotta watch that, man. Who watched that? I know Eric and I didn't. Okay, cool. Eric.
Me.
So, Noah, you said it. Go ahead, King. Talk about that for a bit while I eat my chips.
Oh my God! When you want to talk about a big hoss fight right here, this was basically a big hoss fight. Like the
word.
Yeah, that's like, if y'all haven't, like, I know everybody was busy with Ring of Honor, with Supercard of Honor, which that's understandable, and didn't want to watch Rampage until like later on, and like tomorrow or something. Go and watch that match. Basically, go and watch the whole Rampage if you missed it, because that was from top to bottom.
Best hour?
Stacked.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Sky Blue brought the fight to the heater, man. I loved that match.
And Young Bucks and Top Flight Part 2 was basically, what I have always said when it comes to this AEW Tag Team Division.
It's on lock, man. Right. And with Ring of Honor's Tag Division, it's even more on lock, man.
And now that you have two of, like, basically Ring of Honor and AEW Tag Team Division, it's now and always forever will be on lockdown.
Period. Just absolute period. At this point, though, like you said, James, hashtag sign Briscoes. We don't know what their future holds, but my God, what a match, what a show of respect afterwards.
And listen, to all those who don't know the history of the Briscoes, I'll briefly break it down. They probably know. Jay Briscoe was very ignorant and had a Confederate flag on his title. Bottom line is, he didn't know, he had no clue, because I chalk it up to two things. One, Old Testament sucks. Okay, period. End of story.
Here we go. We're gonna go from political to religious. God help us.
My God.
Old Testament sucks. Take it from way better now. Love everybody, everybody equally. Jay Briscoe knows that in spades now. Number two, the South really dumbed it down, and you know they dumbed it down. So like, and I would say, yeah, don't put him in, don't sign the Briscoes, but here's the thing. Had he not worked with Effie, not even that long ago, who is both LGBTQ and gay, right, and had a lovely conversation from the sound of everything, and he didn't think he was sincere, I'd say, yeah, don't bring him in. Bottom line is, if Effie forgave him, I think we all can forgive him. Sign the Briscoes. Can we all agree?
Briscoes, it needs to happen, because basically that'll make your tag team division even more stacked and even more of a dream matches that you could possibly have with the Briscoes.
And by the way, everything I said, I wasn't even talking out of my ass, right? I want to make that very clear. What I just said was just putting things in perspective. I don't agree with it, but I can forgive the Briscoes for those transgressions back then. Can we agree at this point, all together?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, update for you. Mandy Rose retained with a running knee
Mandy Rose retained.
I know King agreed with me in DMs. I just want to make sure I'm not like.
But I do agree with you.
Yep.
But yeah.
There's no one to touch on that point. Yep. Mandy did retain the NXT Women's Championship. Just a little update for you guys.
Pinning Io Shirai.
Yep, which means EO is possibly going to be next to get basically how I like to use this word, and I haven't used this word in a long time. Demoted. Even further.
Wait, what do you mean? NXT already got demoted. What do you mean?
I'm talking about even further to the main roster.
Yeah. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
I'm not going to deny what I saw, though. For what I saw, Cora J botched off that one spot, but game effort by all four. And Io Shirai, this is it for you. Thank you. Okay. Going back to what else happened at Supercard of Honor, we also had, of course, Minoru Suzuki become the new Ring of Honor television champion.
Nina Ray. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The first title Minoru Suzuki has ever claimed on American soil.
Crazy, dude. That was awesome. Wait, that's the first title on American. No.
That is the first. That is the first title. Yes, Jake. That is the first title in American soil that Minoru Suzuki has ever won. Is that Ring of Honor World Television Championship?
That is correct.
Thank you, Tony Khan. Holy shit.
Here's the thing. The last time Minoru Suzuki won a title overall, unless you count the King of Pro Wrestling thing, was 2 years ago in 2020.
To think this man was given information within a 2 days notice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was wrestling on Lone Star Shootout before this.
And wasn't he wrestling on another show after this, too?
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
Yes.
He was on GCW.
Shout out,
by the way.
Shouts out to the workhorses of WrestleMania weekend, man. Briscoes,
Like Christian.
Briscoes, Blake Christian, Minoru Suzuki at his fucking age too. Holy crap!
My God in heaven,
Here's the
man.
thing I learned when I was looking this up. I was like, wait. Minoru has never won the world title, the IWGP Heavyweight title. He's never won that.
Yeah,
Not one.
not once.
How?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Would he have been the perfect heel to do it instead of even?
But imagine if
Oh
he was
my
Brett Titus.
God! What a great idea, Eric. Fuck! Why didn't they go with Minoru Suzuki to lead the Bullet Club? Oh my God, that would have been stellar.
Bro.
Because he already had a faction.
Leader of Suzuki
Suzuki
Gun.
Goon.
Just merge the factions. Oh my God,
Oh,
you
you
kidding me?
can't do that.
I'll tell you exactly.
Suzuki Goon with Bullet Club. You can't do
So
that.
you're-
Oh, are you crazy?
So you're telling me you can't see Zack Sabre Jr. fucking work in a Bullet Club style? Are you kidding me?
I'm not saying that. I'm just
We're
saying
not saying that
there's
at
a
all,
different
but it's just-
identity with both groups
Yeah.
when it comes to their origins, who's been through them, who's been in them, etc. You can't cross
Bullet Club is this. Bullet Club is more a shoe style. Suzuki Gun is basically a whole different type of style.
That's
Hey.
wrestling, King. Thank you.
I agree with that, but here's where I will put in perspective. Okay, yes, absolutely, you're correct. But I also know that they can easily transition to the shoot style. My question being, would you rather that or what we ended up getting with the House of Torture?
Okay, you do make a good point there when you brought up HW.
Counter argument.
Good counterpoint on that one. And why they haven't Dexter Loomis dressed in a cowboy outfit?
Huh?
By the way, you like the hat?
I was about to say Noah's on the TV. Fuck.
No, I wouldn't work for this company. You know that.
I agree. I'm with you there,
Did you
brother.
also see the other thing that Randy Orton did on Pat McAfee?
Voices in my head.
What did he do?
And of course, Index won. It's Index. Everyone loves Index. Crappy, entertaining gimmick or not, it's
You will
Index.
not believe what
Dusha.
Randy Orton did. And when I heard this, I was like, oh, God, you really said that.
What did he say?
He trashed the Performance Center, talking about how the wrestlers are not told to protect the wrestlers. They're not taught that.
What?
He trashed the NXT roster. He trashed the Performance Center. And I was like, oh, God. Say, protecting your opponent isn't taught necessarily in NXT.
So that we know why Nia Jax failed. You know,
Go.
My
When
whole.
you're
Fuck,
saying
you know,
Nikita,
you know
you're
what?
saying Nikita Lyons might be the new Nia, and that's a scary thought.
you know what? Can I? Speaking of that, I'm serious now. Now that I know that, can we give Nia?
All right.
I want to give Nia another chance. Then
I will ask you now to be
That's
silent,
serious.
for we are in the presence of Walter. The Ling General has arrived.
Okay, yep.
Isn't he supposed to be a Nazi commander?
Hey!
Hey,
That's a stupid idea from bad creative. Show some damn respect. Put your hands behind your head and respect Walter.
There you go.
Everybody
Thank
be
you.
silent.
Thank you very much. Now, as you were saying, you may continue.
Okay. I don't even know what the hell my point was because it was so focused on not having that fucking goddamn general name entered. But
you said you was going to give. You said you was willing to give Nia Jax a second chance.
yeah, can we please? Because like now that I know that, I would like just put her in the Nightmare Factory and she could be alright. Like I don't think she deserves the hate now, and I feel bad now knowing what I know. Of course, we didn't know that, but fuck it. Now that I know what I know, hey Nia, my sincerest apologies. Because if I'd have known that, I would have had a much different tune on that Fire Nia Jax video I posted ages ago. Because, man,
Well, again, James, you are quick to conclude an assumption, and that's kind of the way society works, especially in this age.
Yeah, that's fair. I still feel like an apology is in order, especially in the case of Nia Jax. Because now that I know, fuck, I mean, oh my god.
Well, again, the more you know.
Yep, and yeah, can we agree? Give Nia Jax a second chance at this point?
I mean, everyone deserves a second chance if, you know, they're willing to, you know, try and, you know...
That's what I'm
find some
saying,
sort
yeah.
of, resolution from their past sins. I agree. I'm not going to argue that. All right, so I think we covered everything about the Supercard Honor, unless I'm forgetting a match or...
We probably are.
moment.
I think we probably are, but like...
So let's go ahead and talk. Let's go ahead and talk about Impact Wrestling for a bit and the multiverse of matches that came forward. I don't know about you, but personally, I think both Morrissey and Machine Gun stole the night in their singles
100%. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, man. I'm so glad they're back together. I'm so happy, dude.
Now,
Let's go.
King, again, your Bullet Club for life, even under these circumstances. I'm sure you're still torn about God. But Jay White lost, clean as a whistle. Chris Sabin beat him. I gotta get your father for that.
Chris Sabin took the pinfall. Well, actually, Chris Sabin pinned Jay White. Now it makes me wonder: was it I'm just I have no words. I really don't.
I mean, that match, if I have to say, it probably surpassed what he did with Alex Shelley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, what a
affair.
match. What a match.
Oh
Jay White, man, no slouch in that ring, no doubt. He's great.
King Switch.
Yeah,
King with the switchblade. And he did allow your good brothers in the end to have them boys have a horrible night, beating them in the main events.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only win that night, by the way, for Bullet Club, as Bay fell short in the Ultimate X with my hometown boy Trey such to retain his title. Blake Christian, you are one crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah, no doubt.
He really is.
Jesus.
Yeah,
And then, of course, all heart, truly for life. Of course, we had the Aldises finally get a bit of redemption against
Finally,
Marcona.
Nick Aldis is not being a stuck-up bastard. Finally!
About damn time.
Yeah!
All right.
Anyway, sorry, Noah, continue.
I mean, I'm gonna say, Noah, you know how we are with Nick Aldis. You know this.
I'm well aware, guys. I'm well aware. Again, he's one of those that still I feel like has that perspective when it comes to, let's call it what it is, the multiverse now, professional wrestling.
Yeah, no, hey, better late than never. It's fine.
And I have a feeling now that he definitely will recontend against Matt Cardona for the 10 pounds of gold.
Yeah, 100%. No doubt.
So,
100.
At this point, when do we get Laura Vaness, that crazy bitch, to take on the crazy bitch Mickie James?
Ooh! I'm ready for it. Let's go. Chelsea Green, Mickie James, let's go.
Who's the craziest bitch? Let's go back to 2006.
Ooh. Yeah, well, let's WrestleMania 22, anybody?
Lymphium. Just saying. Lymphium. saying.
I'll only do this, and I'll say it's just live long and prosper. Yeah.
Okay, good man. Good man. Good man. That's all I'm going to say. You almost got yourself probably blacklisted on YouTube. Good man.
Dude. No shit.
Dear God almighty.
Oh, no. I got my bill blacklisted again. It wouldn't be the first time.
James! Jesus Christ.
Fuck you, hackers. Anyway.
All right, that being said.
Yeah.
We also saw my boy, Tomohiro Ishii, beat the hell out of Eddie Edwards after, might I add, an incredible main event at NJ Lonestar against Chris Dickinson, Dirty Daddy, where he took that man to the absolute limit and beyond and also won. But also afterwards, we got the face-off with him and Minoru Suzuki.
And now it's set for Windy City Riot.
Let's fucking go. Put that title on the line. Minoru Suzuki and Tomohiro Ishii, Ring of Honor World Championship.
Yeah.
Come on now. It writes itself.
Yeah,
That match needs to happen.
By the way, what was that about Vicky Guerrero cutting a racist promo? I'm confused by this. What?
Racist promo.
A racist
Lord.
promo about her own race? Is that the one on Thunder Rosa?
Was about the visa thing when she first confronted Thunder Rosa? I thought I didn't know anything else
Oh,
beyond that.
Me neither. I didn't know she cut a racist promo. Because I didn't really pay attention.
I mean, I guess it could be considered racist. I mean, she is a heel, and it's not like she, I don't know, like it was her own race, so it was like I didn't really think anything of it really.
Well, it's kind of like if I could take a word for us, King, being black, we say an N word, and it's more like common day nature talking about your brother.
Right.
Same thing with my autistic, like Mike and I, like literally call ourselves the R word just as a fucking joke. It's basically the same thing. So,
well, I will say this: that is no joke. And again, mental health matters, but sometimes you really need to just appreciate yourself for who you are and humor yourself. So that's kind of what you do at times. Nothing against you.
Yeah, no, I'm just putting in perspective. Like that's how that's how Mike and I do it. Like we just call ourselves, hey, you know, our word, like there's some joking manner and whatever.
So, does Speedball Mike Bailey still have working knees after crashing them into the canvas?
Bro, I saw that spot on Twitter and I about fucking
Christ.
I was like, what are you thinking, Mike? Oh my god.
He's not thinking, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Bloody insane.
That's fair.
Speedball. He's a speedball.
Dude, him and Will Ospreay
immediately for his own damn good.
Will Ospreay and him immediately.
There's only one logical solution.
Go ahead.
That would be.
Imagine Imagine Speedball versus Darby.
Oh god.
Oh my fuck.
They would kill each other. By the way.
And imagine if Mick Foley was the referee or Terry Funk.
Will there ever be a pinfall at that rate?
Probably not.
Maybe
I think both men would literally be broken bodies on the outside of the ring, similar to one point FTR and Briscoes were when all four men were on the outside.
What about
I was afraid they were going to stop the match.
What about the Speedball versus Sammy Guevara?
Could happen. But Dan Lambert's going to have to get a new car after what Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara did.
Yeah,
crashed it.
Do we
Boy. Talk about taking that to the chop shop. Good luck.
Do we want to talk about the Briscoes also main eventing that show as well?
That says a lot as well. And again, we don't know what's next for the Briscoes at this point. They did win the newly minted GCW Heavyweight Championships against Nick Gage and his partner, though.
Ooh, so they did win.
They did win the GCW World Tag Team titles. Yes, they did.
Okay,
those new towels look pretty badass too. I like the blue.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, the Briscoes fighting the Good Brothers. That was really fucking cool. I like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And how about the titanic clash of two feuds as Josh Alexander teamed with Jonah? We know respect breeds competition, right? Or competition breeds respect. Taking on the unlikely duo of Moose and PCO, and PCO, of course, not human.
Yeah, PCO is a fucking maniac.
Update on him. He's apparently not severely hurt.
What?
He was apparently injured, but it's not severe.
Of course, he's always injured. I don't think the man walks straight.
Him? Injured?
PCO? PCO injured? You crazy.
Can you put that in the same sentence? Injured, PCO, what?
No.
Injured, PCO, torn ligaments, what?
What?
What? All right. And then, of course, we had the Knockouts 8-way, Fatal 4-way tag team match for Knockouts Tower, where really it was more so the unlikely duo of Giselle Shaw and Lady Frost. I like the silver gold contrast. I think those two really gel well together. Against the Influence, of course, they also took on Decay. Look, I'm always going to be against it because they beat my girls because Caleb fucked up. That being said, against, of course, Decay and Savannah Evans and Tasha Steelz. Of course, we know Rosemary will challenge Tasha Steelz for the Knockouts Championship at Rebellion. So of course that had to be continued on here.
Yeah, but, for only 5 teams, man, they got a pretty good tag division. So
and here's
far.
the thing: all these teams and what they're doing and who they are, they have context in what they're doing right now in wrestling. They aren't thrown together random shit. Gee, what am I talking about? I wonder.
Hi, Vince. Hi.
How you doing?
Oh God! Don't be Enzo. Anyway.
Hey, Enzo. Hey, actually, I will say something about Enzo. Shout out to him real quick, because I don't know if anybody's seen recent matches on MLW, but man, like, I swear I'm not even seeing the same guy. The dude can wrestle. He can wrestle.
Yeah, he can wrestle, and I'm like, I seen his tag match with the Hardys. Yeah, he can wrestle.
I'll be damned. Yeah. I'll agree.
Enzo.
Can't deny effort.
Enzo is doing some bits in MLW. Like, just shout outs to him real quick. He's actually putting in the fucking work. So
as he should be, because
if him and W. Morrissey go to Impact, don't be surprised if they team up again, because now it's absolutely warranted. They absolutely can they absolutely could be a part of that tag division there. So.
Oh, I definitely agree. And it was
I just had a thought.
Oh Lord. Pac's no nonsense, dude.
Hey, listen.
Pac's no nonsense.
Hey, listen.
Considering how Enzo kind of inadvertently played a role in Pac's fire in leaving, imagine if they addressed it.
I agree. It would be fucking awkward, but it'd also be really cool, and the match would be way better than it was back then. So I'm for an Enzo Enzo and Pac match nowadays. Absolutely.
Different worlds. I actually can go along with that. And then of course we had our last match that wasn't the main event, but of course we had Deonna Purrazzo and her Champ Challenge, where literally the Champ began her origin winning the Renaissance Championship against that very opponent that met her that night, Fabi Apache, and she came this close.
Bro, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for the day where we can have her win the Knockouts title again. Or at the very least, if she doesn't, I would love to see Thunder Rosa somehow win it, because I'd love to see a fucking winner-take-all scenario. Like, that would be nuts.
But before we get that, we're about to get Deonna Purrazzo versus Mercedes Martinez.
Fuck yes! Let's go, baby!
Round 2, by the way. Round 2.
I just have a suggestion. I have an idea.
Walter wins.
Yay. Anyways, what if Tony Khan decides, okay, Mercedes Martinez, it's going to be a while before we do the match, before we get Deonna Purrazzo in, so she's at Impact right now.
Yeah.
So, we want you to feud with Britt Baker over the title.
Again, we gotta wonder. We haven't even talked about her too. What is next? What's gonna happen? What she's going to do?
Yeah, that's a good question.
No high nor tail, down to Britt Baker.
Very good question.
At all.
Maybe
guys fought.
Maybe she shows up in the Owen. I could see her competing in the Owen.
Maybe she competes in the Owen, or maybe she feuds with Mercedes, and we're finally going to get that match between Deonna and Britt.
I can see her I can see her being involved in Ring of Honor. I could see that. Yeah.
I'd love to see.
Speaking of things, speaking of stuff, guess who finally followed me on Twitter?
Who?
Who followed you?
Who?
Thunder Rosa.
Join the club.
Rosa.
Join the club.
The champion that wants to be the champion of all women's wrestling. Put that in perspective. All women's wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm ready, man.
What's your thoughts on that context, and how far you see her going with that?
I'm ready. I'm ready to see where this goes. Like, for real. Like, if she wants to defend it in Stardom, go ahead and defend it in Stardom. You want to defend it in Impact, go ahead and defend it on Impact.
Go for it, man. I'm
too.
here for it. I'm here for it, man.
I mean, she works in Mission Pro. I would think that the first thing she would go after is maybe a Mission Pro Open Challenge.
Oh, defend on Mission Pro as well. You can defend on Mission Pro Wrestling as well. Yeah.
I mean, they have the NWA Women's World Champion sometimes down there. By the way, Camille, she's unmatched, by the way, too.
Oh, yeah. You'll defend NWA, too.
Camille, yeah. Camille. Well, shout out, Camille.
Can we talk about what probably is the strongest women's champion in all of pro wrestling right now?
No doubt. No doubt.
No doubt about it. 100% bar none.
Seriously, find somebody that could match her. She's going to surpass Jazz's record, in my opinion.
There's a couple people in DPW. I just forget the names of them off the top of my head, but I think they could probably give her a run for her money. I'd love to see her defended against one of those people. Maybe James Darnell can get one of his girls into into that championship matchup. Speaking of which, by the way, I want to talk about DPW for a little bit. Shout out real quick.
Please do. Because all I'm going to say is this. La Guerra Loca, welcome back to Impact Wrestling. Now we know who challenges Deanna's crowns. Both of them, too.
Yeah.
One's official at Rebellion.
For real. Look at... I know they weren't in Texas for WrestleMania weekend, but they still ran a show. DPW Fire has been a barn burner show. If you are a fan of pro wrestling, you owe it to yourself to check out Deadlock Pro Wrestling. I didn't expect much of it. I thought it was just going to be mostly a meme, but no, man. Like, John Blood, shout out New Legacy Inc., shout out James Darnell and Tony the Pizza Guy, man. They've really taken this shit as serious as you possibly can, man.
It's its own identity in a way, too, when you think about, like, Terminus, for example, that focuses more on the grappling nature of wrestling as well, and it really has become a thing of its own, despite production issues.
I don't even think they have production. I think whatever production issues there are, they're very minuscule. I think they really...
I agree. But again, with Fight TV, you always have production things. Like, when I was watching NJ Lone Star, at times...
Well, no, keep in mind, they don't do anything on Fight TV. They go by Patreon. So it's all funded by Patreon, Deadlock.
That might be a big difference, actually.
I love Fire. So far, Fire has really shown me, like, guys I never would have thought. Like, I already knew Kid Bandit was a part of. Shout out Kid Bandit and ATW.
Shout out to Kid Bandit, part of the ATW family. Shout out to him.
For real, like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, this shit ruled. Like, for real. Like, they really know how to do good storytelling, and I'm really looking forward to every DPW Fire going forward. Lindsay Dorado fucking had a killer match over there.
Renewed Spirit, Lindsay Dorado, Graham Elite, they're both doing incredible things across the board.
Lucky Ali, who I never heard of in my life, man. What a great fucking heel. This dude is a fucking awesome heel. Love him. Love what they're doing with him. Chris Danger and the NDA. Love that tag team. It's really good. Their tag team division is something to look out for, because there are some teams I could see being called up. I literally said, no cap, in the comment section, watch for DPW, because there are some future stars here that you will see on bigger stations sooner rather than later. I'm almost convinced of that. Like, there were some really awesome teams. Right now, the Workhorsemen are actually going to be challenging for the DPW tag team titles against the winner of the NDA and TSF. I don't know if they already had that match yet, but I know for a fact that that's what's happening. So, owe it to yourself. Nice. And whoever wins against Bojack and JTG is going to be fighting Oni Lorcan on that show. So, that's another thing as well. So,
again, not only looking anymore, but Bisquick, he already had a bloody classic with John Moxley at Bloodsport 8. Speaking of John Moxley, he came out during NJ Lone Star, Death Rider, and made his statement to Will Ospreay that he's out to make an example and prove his pride and his passion for professional wrestling and how much he loves this shit and what it means to him. I cannot wait for this freaking show in Chicago, guys.
Yeah, I can't wait either. And by the way, Martin, I would say it's full on, yes, a racist promo, but here's the thing. They both agreed to it and they both went with it. So if they went with it, who cares? Anyway, continue. Sorry.
No, you're fine. And again, it's one of those things like with Max Caster's rap where he dropped the Will Smith line in the Z-Pack. Obviously, they had to get approved by Tony Khan, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, it's all about booking, folks. It all goes back to the booker and their team and the booking. All right? Exactly. You gotta remember that in this industry, no matter where you are, in the professional wrestling or sports entertainment. So, that being said, though, yeah, Minoru Suzuki, Ring of Honor World Television Champion. He's been involved with Spring Break. He was also involved in NJPW against the debuting Killer Cross.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah. Killer Cross, man. Thank God you didn't just stick with Sin. Yeah.
Oh my God, I did hear about that. He was over there for a bit.
Minoru Suzuki called Killer Cross a fucking young boy, and that took Killer Cross to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for Killer Cross in New Japan.
But he still got God-style apologize for his troubles.
Yeah.
But he has tremendous respect, you can tell, for New Japan. He had the Japanese flag on his tights. I think he's going to be a big part of NJPW.
Yeah, I wonder where Scarlett Bordeaux is going to go, man. Like, because I'm wondering if she's ever even going to come back to wrestling now. I mean, she probably makes enough money on OnlyFans, she probably doesn't have to, but still, I think she's so underrated in the ring, man. Like, really do. I hope she actually makes a return every now and again, but, you know.
I mean, it's entirely
I want to
possible.
cut this back a little bit to flashback all the way to WrestleMania 37.
Go for
The
it.
Bad Bunny iconic moment.
Bunny Destroyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Damian Priest decided to come out with an interview about something.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Okay, so remember how people were saying for weeks and even months that, man, WWE trusts Damian Priest so well with Bad Bunny, and man, Damian Priest is going to go places.
Yeah. Let me
Well,
guess.
I mean, hey,
Didn't
he
happen.
went places. He was in the Dre, right? So I guess there's that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the early offset that whole thing was.
What?
Damian Priest decided to reveal, oh yeah, while I was the original partner for Bad Bunny, they almost did replace me because they thought I wasn't ready. And then Triple H was the reason I got that position still because he went to bat for me. Originally they were going to replace me with Rey Mysterio.
Many would say in and out of WWE, #thank you Triple H. Meanwhile, Braun Breaker just cut down the Rainbow X, which means it must be time for the main event. Time for the Steiners to have their last WrestleMania weekend moment.
Ah, yes. Braun Breaker. Can we call him Rex Steiner now? Thank you.
Never!
That said, do we also want to talk about the GCW card that happened as well?
Which one, dude? It was the collective.
Yeah, I don't even know. The whole thing. Everything. Yes.
All right, I'll start with this one. Tasha Steelz defended the Knockouts Championship against Big Swole. Tasha Steelz won. And there was a good match. I'm not
Wait a minute. No, you started out with that.
What happened just now?
I knew that I had to do something, right, to start some conversation. I'll let James get himself together, and then maybe he can share his
Go
thoughts.
ahead and take it, bro. Yep. Go ahead
Do
and
I
take
even
it and
need
roll with
to?
it.
You're
You
welcome.
guys know my thoughts.
We know. But just clarify for the people that don't know.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, for those who don't know, Big Swole was that stupid broad who said, hey, AEW is very racist, very evil. Turns out that wasn't the fucking case, as we have now seen as Scorpio Sky and Jane Cargill are the respective Warner champions. And, so much for that. Also Private Party in a fucking program, major program with the goddamn Hardys. So, yeah, there's that too. Oh, wait a minute.
Scorpio.
Hold on. Every week on Rampage and Dynamite, which Noah, King, and Eric all watch with me. We all do and watch it live, and I always make the comment, man, the lack of diversity in the show is so...
Oh, here we go.
There it is. There it is.
There we go. Get it out of your system.
Hey, Big Swole, how is that lack of diversity in your Impact Knockouts Championship match? How was that?
Oh,
I saw so much non-diversity this WrestleMania weekend, man, bro. It's crazy.
Okay, yeah. But again, it's hard to keep up with GCW when GCW is its own little world in itself, especially with all these collective shows of all variety. I mean, the biggest thing I heard today on Spring Break, apparently Shamrock Sapp got kicked in the groin and eliminated by a match by Denise Sacato.
Yep, I see that.
How long has she been waiting to do that?
Yay!
Sorry, Sean.
Denise Salcedo, by the way.
Bro.
Denise Salcedo a workhorse, too. She was doing Ring of Honor stuff, too.
Yeah, for real. And then
Yeah.
when it comes to the media and everything, she's a workhorse. She's been a workhorse this weekend.
Respect.
By the way, I thought Noah said something charged that would have gotten you both laughing like perverts. And I was just about to mention something that Charlotte said.
Oh, no. Go ahead. What
Oh,
happened?
here comes what Charlotte has to say. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so she talked about her hopes and aspirations. Like, I really made a Bad Bunny music video, and Andrade El Idolo, a.k.a. Manny, as he's known as, and I have a few projects we like to work on together when things slow down. And then when I heard this, I was like, "Oh God! If I say this, King and James is gonna laugh. It's gonna puke and laugh."
Why?
You might as well just go ahead and get it out of your system now.
She said this. Andrade, El Idolo, and I have a few projects we like to work on together when things slow down. We want to do a hot sauce together.
I see.
What?
I see. I see. Oh.
What?
Charlotte said about Andrade saying how she wants to do a hot sauce together with Andrade.
Nice.
Okay, that's the thing.
Nice.
Holy hell! Look at this guy.
Nice. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's a thing.
Very
I don't think we even need to speak on that, man.
But she did come out and say, I have a few regrets about my title runs because obviously.
I did hear that, and that just made me feel bad for Charlotte, honestly. That actually made me feel bad for Charlotte. It all comes down to the same reason I feel bad for Baron Corbin, man. It's just like they have to just kind of take this shit.
They roll with what they're given. They make the best out of any situation, and you can't fault that.
Yeah. That's just all what it comes down to. Again, that's not to say Charlotte Flair is an angel. I get that, but like, I think people need to like not have nearly as much hatred. It's not her fault.
I'm gonna say tone down the hate on her just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Hate the character, not the person.
I'm gonna ask this off-street question. Does anyone know about a show on HBO called Succession?
No.
Okay, basically, it's about this family that has a father that has a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and they're kind of in this weird competition of war trying to compete for who gets the power. Well, WWE said, we want to capitalize on that successful show of multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Oh, that's so easy then! Just make a McMahon family documentary currently.
Yes.
Oh, there you go!
You want to know what the show's about?
What?
The show is going to be called Pinned. Gee, I wonder why. A succession-like family drama. A succession-like drama about a fictional family that runs a wrestling company. And I'm just like, Vince, why not just make a reality TV show about your entire life?
I had to take my hat off that because that was just squeezing my brain right there. But that was unbelievable what you just said.
I'm just like, Vince, why not just make a reality show about your life with your family? I'm pretty sure Thanksgiving's pretty fun with you triple staring at each other, trying your best not to kill each other.
I still can't. I'm sorry, I can't help it when you said the title of this show called Pinned.
Wow.
Hey, Hunter, I gotta pin your shoulders in the hospital bed, pal.
For the 3 count.
I win NXT. It's mine now. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. You either laugh about it or you get angry. There's really no in between.
Exactly.
No, in the stupidest of situations.
Yeah.
You just freaking gotta just roll with the punches.
You're
gonna try and keep your sanity.
Speaking of funny things, go with the rest of the GCW craziness, if you could.
I mean, what is normal in GCW? I'm just saying, okay? The most normal thing, again, was a blood sport for me, because that's what I usually watch. And again, Marina Shafir, she beats Sara Zhang. Is she our future TBS champion? I think she should be.
Yeah.
John Moxley took on Bisquick, and Chris Dickinson beat Minoru Suzuki in a pancrase match via ref stoppage.
Damn, there you go. Okay. Wasn't there a match between Tony Nese and some fat guy?
I don't remember. I know Ninja Mac was on there, but then we saw what happened when Ninja Mac met Brian Cage.
I saw Tony Nese I saw Tony do his running Nese onto the fucking light tube, and then him get fucking belly to belly through a door, and I'm like, yeah, that's GCW.
Yeah, that's
GCW. That's
GCW to a T. But yeah, wait, James, that is the one thing we didn't talk for Supercard of Honor. How far did Ninja Mac flew on those suplexes from Brian Cage?
Yeah, dude! Oh my god!
For real!
Bro, he looked like Doug Williams on Hernandez's border toss. That's how fucking far he tossed him. And you know
analogy
Ninja,
right there.
and you
Very
know
good
Ninja Mac
analogy.
is just like, yeah, I'll take that fucking bump.
Of course he will. He's crazy. But hey, he had a hell of a
But I'm
kicking
look-
game until he got
But I'm
caught.
looking forward to see where this TBE goes with Khan and Tiana Lona and Brian Cage. I'm looking to see where this goes.
Well, considering this is a trios and Ring of Honor has had 6-man World Tag Team Championships before, I think the writing speaks for itself.
I have to make this comment about Ninja Mac. Why the fuck does he look like Hanzo Ma from WCW NWO World Tour? Just a question.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I really don't.
No words.
I've got no words about that. Ali Catch had another great match. Again, she definitely is GCW's premier female athlete. Losing effort, though. Respect. So, AQA, great match against Miranda Elise in 0 Hour. I think she could be a huge staple of Women of Honor. So, apparently Tony Khan also believes that, yeah, he's been in top of Maria Kanellis. Could we see Maria Kanellis maybe be part of Ring of Honor's Women's Division strategies and booking in the future again?
No, do you think they'll do another collaboration with Impact with the Honor No More faction?
I think so. I don't see why
I
not.
think so, personally.
Guys, I
think
just
so.
had the realization. I just had a realization.
Go ahead.
What?
What if they do it like the Retribution style was going to go for, but actually do it better?
Yes. Yes.
Do it.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, just Shia LaBeouf said it better.
Great. Oh, if Mustafa Ali gets released around that time too, fucking Mustafa Ali leading that as well.
All right, calm down.
Just saying.
Calm down.
Just saying.
Hey,
Forward thinking.
calm down.
Forward
Thinking
thinking.
of that, they think now people are suspecting that Mustafa Ali will be the one to challenge Seth Rollins.
If he does,
If Cody
holy
Rhodes
shit,
doesn't do it.
they will get booed out of the building if that happens. I'll tell you that.
Worse than Mustafa Ali at Fastlane 2019, and I was there live for that.
I don't think Mustafa's coming back to the company. I think he's fully done.
No.
Even if he is
I mean,
under
yeah,
contract and being paid to
He
sit
did
at home.
tweet out a video and it said the caption "Burn it down" with the training video, but I don't think Mustafa's coming.
No, I really don't. And again,
If he
sad
does, man, did he talk about going? I don't know. I guess he's just that freaking. He just got convinced that Vince is just Vince, and he's like, all right, whatever, fuck it. But still.
So
just
did
gonna
you
do
see
it,
Seth
work out my
Rollins also
contract,
tweeted
and
out
just be
Marco
like, look.
stunned?
Wait, say that again?
Yes.
Yes.
He also
I
teased
did
Marco
see that.
stunned being his opponent.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Marco's stunned.
Marco's
Poor Marco, man. He's getting
Marco's
such shit.
stunned.
I don't know why he gets shit on, man. Leave the poor guy
Yeah,
alone.
here's the thing. Seth Rollins been teasing like a whole bunch of people he wants to fight. Some being John Cena, Ali, RVD, Scott Steiner, Elias. Well, that would explain some things. Bailey.
Seth, it's almost like you should leave the WWE and stop defending their fucking garbage booking and go to some
also
place that
tweeted
is in
Goldberg-
jail.
Oh, he also said he also tweeted out he Asuka as his opponent, and his last two and his other tweets were Vince McMahon, Corey Graves, The Rock, and guess who his last tweet was?
Who?
He posted a gif of Will Smith saying love makes you do crazy things, so he's teasing Will Smith and him.
I'm not
Boy,
talking
this
about...
guy's got a death wish.
He's got a death wish? Who? For Will Smith or Seth Rollins?
I don't know. You decide.
I guess what Chris Danger wrote.
What?
Chris Danger.
I paid top dollar to be front row for Seth and Becky versus Will and Jada.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, no, you know what? You know what? We could,
No,
you know what? No, do it, and this is how you could save Will Smith's career.
No.
Have him turn on Jada and then divorce him the night after, because that's what should happen. Sorry. Anyway, I'll talk about that more on open mic night.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about NJPW. Zack Sabre Jr. won the New Japan Cup. We finally are getting that revisit of Sakura Genesis. He said he came this close to tapping Okada. Next time he will. Could Zack Sabre Jr. upset the world and stop the reign?
I could see it. By the way, I'm hearing
Down
myself.
for it.
By the way, I'm
Pretty
hearing
insane
myself.
to think about. I know. It's just pretty insane to think about.
I think it might be you, Eric. Just turn it down a little bit, and we should be okay. As long as you can still hear us, that's fine. Anyway,
That's all good.
Continue.
Six championship matches to be defended at Hyper Battle April 9th. Hiromu Takahashi taking on Evo. We got the junior tag and the heavyweight tag team championships. Could United Empire finally get a big freaking win?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a pretty big fucking win. Good for them, man. Like, they're great.
Yeah, I feel like United Empire is that faction that people really want to see thrive and are definitely invested in.
Yeah, like, Great
down to
O'Con's been
championship
growing on
matches,
me. Great O'Con especially has been growing on me, for sure.
Oh, God.
Like,
Great O'Con.
I don't get the gimmick still, but as a wrestler, he's fucking sound.
It's a Japanese thing.
It's a Mongolian. It's specifically a Mongolian thing.
Mongolian,
so
right,
it's something that's completely out of our forte. Period.
He looks like a Mongolian warrior to a degree when he takes off that hat. And
dude, if he does not use Wolf Totem, man, that's like, come on, man, that fucking song rules. That shit rules, bro. Fucking. That shit slaps.
You know what? I'm not gonna argue. Shout out again to everybody in the independent wrestling scene, supporting pro wrestling, folks. Kylan King, congratulations! Your successful defense of the CCW Championship.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you and Marina Tucker tear it up again for the CCWFL Championship. I love those two when they feud. There's just so much to enjoy in all things professional wrestling. You know. King, anything you wanted to give a shout out to? Anybody in the industry? Anything you've seen that we haven't talked about even?
Yeah.
Not really. Y'all pretty much covered everything.
I think we have literally covered everything. And James even brought up DPW. Eric, any other crazy news regarding wrestling that you want to think about too? As we're about to
just go to James and I'll get back to you.
All right, because unless you got anything, the only other thing I'm going to say is this. Thank you, Taker.
Yeah. We'll definitely talking about the Hall of Fame.
This is the main event as far as I'm concerned, guys. We've covered everything else. Let's talk about the Undertaker and the Hall of Fame.
Okay, so there is a couple things I want to talk about. Obviously,
please do.
One of the things I definitely want to talk about is a potential storyline idea, and I mentioned this on the show briefly on Jeff Meacham Network. Look at the way things are lining up here. Okay, so FTR and the Young Bucks are fighting this Wednesday. MJF is really being a pain in the ass towards FTR.
Yes.
I could see MJF costing FTR the AAA Tag Team titles, giving it to the Young Bucks, and then FTR dropping MJF with a big rig. That eventually takes him out of the Pinnacle. And they turn full babyface. Now, here's another thing. So, you have that going on, and meanwhile, you also have a potential title match coming up sooner rather than later between Jurassic Express and the Red Dragon. I believe Red Dragon's going to take that. Could you fucking imagine a winner-take-all scenario in All Elite Wrestling with all the gold on the line between Red Dragon, the Young Bucks, and FTR? And if you know why I'm excited for this, here are two reasons. Young Bucks versus FTR at Full Gear 2020, and also the Revival versus the Undisputed Era NXT in 2019 in the build-up to Survivor Series. Look at those two matches, and you'll know exactly why I'm looking forward to this fucking match. And do not forget the Young Bucks and Red Dragon in New Japan.
Again, you're setting up something that is the scale of Tokyo Dome main event at WrestleMania.
And there goes King. There goes King.
You broke King.
Hey, so actually, I got some positive news.
Yay! Before you do that, though, what do we think of that idea? You think that's where they're going to go?
How about, can we also add DIY, just for continuity's sake?
It depends on how you do it. It depends on
you can't just do it out of nowhere. Again, they are going to do it themselves, but there has to be reason and context behind it.
Personally, I don't know if you could do DIY. If anything, I'd have the Briscoes win the NWA World Tag Team titles and then insert them if you want to insert one more team in there. I feel like that would be the better option. So, and that would just make the match even fucking better, to be fucking honest. The Briscoes, FTR, Red Dragon, and fucking Young Bucks. I mean, you're talking about four of the best tag team divisions in the world for, the last 2 decades, so.
No doubt. No doubt. You're definitely not wrong there, my friend. No doubt.
Yeah, I had an idea. If DIY ever reformed outside in AEW and they did a fatal 4-way match for a ladder match, you want to know what I would call for poetic justice?
Go ahead.
What would you call?
It'd be a ladder match, and then when The Young Bucks probably will fire a ladder at Johnny Gargano. Tommaso Ciampa takes the shot.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
There's the word symbolism.
And also, it's actually been a while since I used this one. Continuity. Hey.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So, anyways, here's the good news: the Great Okan saved a girl from abduction.
Woo! Hey, you know what? Great Okan is now my favorite. Cool, buddy.
Respect.
Yeah, apparently he saw on March 29th at 8:59 p.m. in Japan, he saw an intoxicated man harassing a girl and grabbing her by her shoulders. The girl told him to stop and ask for help. Okan grabbed the man with one hand and put a stop to the incident. He reportedly calmed the girl down by talking about pancakes and telling her he was from New Japan.
Aw, that's cute. That's awesome.
That's sweet. That's a sweet moment. What a
Great Okan now turns babyface along with the rest of the Empire.
Well, I don't know about that.
I don't think it would work.
Yeah, Commonwealth Kingpin, come on now. That's Will Ospreay to a T. That ain't a character. That being said, this is the guy that friggin' cuttered his old girlfriend, who, again, Bea Priestley, get well soon. And speaking of NXT UK, Ilya Dragunov takes on Roderick Strong for the NXT UK Championship. That should be a hell of a contest. And Isla Dawn, somebody that I've appreciated since day one, looks to maybe bargain Michael Satomura for one more match. Will it be Isla Dawn's time? I have to wait and see. And I love how the Heritage Cup stands out and just fits NXT UK. But somebody take it off Noam Dar, please.
Can we also ask, before we begin anything, since you brought up NXT, how's Ilya Dragunov doing? Is he still the champion?
Yeah, he is. Surprisingly, they haven't taken the title off of him because of his...
Oh, speed of NXT, cover 1, 2! Dolph just retained.
What?
What?
Oh my god.
So there's not even a payoff to this.
No.
No payoff.
I should have went with Dolph in the predictions. I'm so pissed. I had a gut feeling too. Oh, what a
Steiners. I went with the Steiner thing. I was wrong.
You would think that, well, the Steiners are getting inducted. Let's finally do the Steiner family tradition.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. Sadly, nope.
Wow, man. Wow.
Yeah. By the way, Martin says in the chat, nice and wholesome. That's a thumbs up for me, Chief. Yeah, exactly, Martin. Exactly.
Sometimes you just gotta have a wholesome moment, but unfortunately, NXT Stand Delivered did not give you that. You have at least 18 false finishes. Maybe I'm exaggerating. You tell me. And all it took was a drop toe hold into exposed turnbuckle and a super kick, and Dolph Ziggler finally puts down Braun Breaker for a 3 count and retains the title.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, we'll go back to Eric now. Eric, you said you had news. Oh wait, you already said the news. I'm sorry.
The Great O'Connor being a hero.
Yeah, you good. Okay.
I think with that being said, the only thing left is Thank You Taker. So if anybody has anything to say about Undertaker, I think we'll get ready to conclude this first ever, maybe not the last, ATW live impromptu view. So if anyone has anything else to say about Undertaker and the moment you felt from the speech and beforehand, please speak now or forever hold your peace.
Shout out to a goat. Shout out to a goat. That's all I'll say.
Okay, okay, so I'm just gonna ask, did anyone see Braun Breaker's entrance?
Yes, he cut the Rainbow X in half.
Half.
He cut the NXT logo in half.
What does that tell you?
That he hates X's.
Are we talking about the letter, or are we talking about someone else?
Are we talking about females? Are we talking about the letters? Are we talking about...
I don't know anything about Braun Breaker's personal life, I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know about that.
Well, he is a Steiner.
Yeah, I was starting to feel stale on Raw.
Well, that was Stand Delivered. I will say this. If there was more purpose behind it, I actually would have thought this was TakeOver level, but I will say this from what I saw, that's going to be better than what we're going to see tonight at WrestleMania.
Still? Oh, that's a shame.
That's
a shame,
If you watch that on mute while watching WrestleMania, you will agree with me. I will admit, tremendous in-ring quality.
It wasn't TakeOver level like we're used to,
but it's better than Mania still?
but it's still better than Mania.
Yeah, in-ring quality, it
That's
delivered. It
fucked.
delivered.
Dude, you fuck. Vince did everything he possibly could to try and kill NXT from being better than his show in quality, and it still failed. What the fuck does that tell you, dude? Wow. Replay you old piece of shit. Oh my god.
Well, I honestly got nothing else to say as we wait this night madness to begin with a 2-hour pre-show at 6 p.m. East Standard Time. We're literally 2.5 hours away from it.
Real?
I got a question. Do you know a producer named Craig O'Neill?
No.
No.
He did.
No.
He's done CSI Vegas.
Okay.
No.
I only watch pro wrestling, so.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, he's going to be the executive producer and writer for Pinned.
Pinned.
I still can't believe the name. Pinned. Welcome to Pinned.
Yo, that's just as bad as if like a random dude was named the world champion and his name was Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest world champion of all time, Paul.
Yeah, guess what some representative said about Pinned.
Yeah, what about Pinned?
Well, the donating PR department had to come out and say, no, before you all make your assumptions, it is not based on the McMahon family and WWE, but it will likely have brushstrokes and similarities for the executives and other figures associated with our company.
So in
basically,
other
we're saying
words,
no, but
you're
yes.
lying. You're a fucking liar.
Liar.
Okay, anyway, Undertaker, let's go.
So, yeah, with that being said, we'll see how fucking stupid this stupendous WrestleMania is tonight come day one, and Bob Breaker, good luck on the main roster.
What about Undertaker?
That's really all I gotta say here, so...
What about
again,
Undertaker? We gotta talk about Undertaker?
I was saying, I was waiting for y'all to talk about Undertaker. Again, 15 minutes, no words, just absolute admiration and appreciation. You don't feel or see something like that in the industry. That was absolutely incredible. Most emotional moment of the weekend for me, bar none.
Yeah, man. I don't think
Exactly, because I was tearing up like whenever I heard listen to him
Feel
talk.
something from that, you have no soul. Can continue.
Like even before he even speak, I was crying because I was like, this is actually real. Like I never would have thought that. Like I mean, of course it was going to happen, but not this soon, in my opinion.
No.
This should have been when he announced his retirement.
Yeah, but would you rather do it with fans at the time, like when they got back, or would you wait another year, especially in Texas, in his home state?
I would have just said, man, I wish we had fans for it. In fact, Undertaker even said, yeah, retiring without any fans made it easier for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all I gotta say is this: thank you, Taker. Thank you for making 25 years of my professional wrestling life of watching this sport. Let's see, scared me as a kid, American Badass, Hybrid Dead Man. Just thank you for everything.
Yeah, absolutely, man. There's not enough that can be said about the legacy that Taker will leave. I think he left the industry in a lot better place.
Still doing the video.
He
do it afterwards.
He definitely did leave the industry a better place, and I really do hope this is his last ride, truly. And I'm not saying that because, just because like I want him to enjoy his life, man. You don't need to do any more special appearance with Michelle McCool, 100%. So
yeah, bar none. You took the words out of my mouth again. He literally owes nothing else to this industry, in and out of the ring. Enjoy the rest of your life. Thank you, Undertaker, Mark Calloway.
100%.
God bless you and your family.
Yep, 100%. What a pretty good show, I say.
Yeah, I would say hell of a ride. One thing for sure, hell of a ride. And a hell of a ride here, guys, as we literally have probably made a record for the longest ATW view in this first-time experience. Maybe not the last two. James, again, I got on your case earlier, but I admire you, man. You put in the work, and this really did work out. This was a hell of a lot of fun, too. No editing needed. And thank you, everybody who tunes in now, later, for this ATW view. So with that being said, on behalf of the entire ATW crew, follow everybody here, follow everybody in the family. Just enjoy life and enjoy professional wrestling. Protect your mentality, too. on behalf of them, I'm going to bid you all a fine adieu. Enjoy your stupendous WrestleMania sports entertainment experience. Not judging. I just hope it delivers for what you hope it could bring too. But until next time, goodbye and not good day, because I know some of you on the other side of the world. Truly, good night.
Also, before we end the show, don't forget to check out two things. There's 2 live reactions, apparently. Check out Martin's if you want to see just a solo reaction. And also check out Noah and I on Jeff Meacham Network. We will be doing commentary for both nights of WrestleMania. Michael X will also be doing commentary for night 2 of WrestleMania. So that should be a fun time. And with that said, good night.
No joke, James. No weird joke or weird gimmick or weird intimidation with Danhausen not able to curse Hook.
That's a fair point. Let me just do that real quick. Very nice, very evil, very weekend, very mania. See you next time.
Done.
I'm gonna win.
And the delay of the friggin' loaded out.